Hey guys, Cam from 15 back at it with another video for you guys. I'm back with more than a married couple episode review for you guys as we continue on. And it's funny because last week I wasn't very interested in last week's episode, just from the standpoint I felt like things didn't progress as much between the relationship of Jirou and Akari. But this week was like, okay, you didn't like last week's? Here you go. Here's this week's episode review, or here's this week's episode 5, and we made some major progress here. Practically, we got the confirmation here that Akari is practically falling high or head over heels for Jirou. You know, like that last stunt she was doing at the last bit of the episode was absolutely hilarious. And then my boy Jirou, well, let's be honest, if not for his bloody nose at the last second, he might have got him some Akari Watanabe. And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. She's a cute girl. And I literally thought, I'm like, oh, we're gonna get another kiss scene. No, I kind of hope we kind of end this season off with a kiss scene, but yeah. This episode strictly was mostly about Akari's jealousy coming out because she thinks that Jirou is only wanting her to do all these things, you know, because he has a crush on Sakurazaka, Shiori. So she's getting jealous and she's acting out of character, and it's honestly freaking funny, very damn cute. Again, I knew this story would get to the point where this popular girl ends up growing to like the, I guess you could say, the regular dude, you know, the non-popular guy and everything. I like it. It's, again, one of those stories of how opposites attract and everything. But, you know, it was a good episode. Really good episode. You know, I love the whole Shiori storyline with her friend Mei, because Mei is kind of now the character that's to the point where she's telling Shiori, listen, girl, you gotta freaking just tell him you like him. Like, why are you trying to hide this from him? If you just confess your feelings, he might actually confess back. Which I'm like, honestly, Mei is right. If she does it now before pretty much Jirou ends up realizing that, you know, I like Shiori, but I like Akari a little bit more. That's the thing. It's also kind of interesting that Shiori didn't bring that up, because they, in their discussion, she did say like there's really no other girl he's talking to. And I would also think like maybe Shiori might want to do something more urgently, because, you know, she would think, oh, he lives with Akari, maybe they're getting super close. I don't know. But I love the fact that Mei was her friend was like, hey, listen, I want you to go ask him that you like him. Heck, even go out and kiss him, because that's the one way you can seal his heart. But yeah, that's kind of the whole funny thing. And they have that whole classroom scene there where, you know, they're just cleaning up the classroom like and they make the mentions like, oh, we haven't done this since like middle school days. My boy's happy that he's hanging out with his crush. And obviously she's pretty flustered, but it looks like a moment she's actually gonna go in and she tells him like, hey, close your eyes, yada yada yada, and she tries to kiss him, but she can't kiss him. And Jirou even thinks that he's going to go in for a kiss too, but that doesn't work because, well, she doesn't have the confidence in herself to do that, and she says it's a lot harder. But the thing with Akari is she's kind of getting jealous this week. Also too, it's absolutely hilarious how her friends are picking up on the fact that it seems like she's been getting really close to Jirou, and it seems like she's been really focused on him, because her friends are like, you've been really focused and looking at Jirou a lot. Do you got a crush on him? Do you like him? Because they make the mention, I'm guessing, this whole, you know, fake married couple thing, it's actually like getting students to legitimately hook up. Like her friends make the mention like, oh, there's actually students that are actually now dating because of this. And her friends make the mention like, so would you be interested in dating Jirou? You're always looking at him, looking his way and talking to him. And also Akari denies that, but she gets very flustered because she knows like, oh shit, these guys, like, my feelings for Jirou are like pretty damn strong. So, like again, this week, she oversees the whole Shiori and Jirou excuse me. She oversees the whole Jirou and Shiori whole thing of them doing the classroom thing together, and she's hiding from them, and she's like, why am I doing this? Like, and I'm like, you're doing that because you like him and you don't want to ruin anything, don't you? And pretty much she's getting to the point where she's getting jealous, where she's doing things that, well, the first 4 episodes she wasn't doing. Like, you get that one balcony scene where she's pretty much insinuating Jirou to call her by her first name, Akari. And Jiro's like, wait, why do you want me to call you Akari? And she's like, well, you call Shiori freaking Shiori, so there's no problem with calling me by my first name. And plus, we're a married couple. I don't want you to call me Watanabe. Call me by my first name. And the fact when Jirou goes on to say like Akari, like, I think damn near 3 times, she ends up freaking out. She ends up like getting super flustered. And she ends up running back to her room because she can't take it. And in that moment too, she kind of insinuated that she has feelings for Jirou. But Jirou's like, oh, there's no way that's a fact and everything. Because Jirou's like, wait, what do you mean? And she's like, oh no, it's nothing. And then it's the whole thing of these characters like, oh, she didn't mean it, but like, what if she did? That's what Jirou's thinking. And then Akari goes back to her room and she's like, why the fuck did I say that? Like, what the hell's going on? And why am I feeling this way? And then it only leads to the scene where we pretty much find out that, the pairs have to take a test together. Well, not take a test together, but their scores are going to be matched equally together, and they're going to be combined scores for the married couples and everything. And, Jirou's not a good test taker, so he's like, well, I got to study. And then he pretty much asks Akari, like, hey, we need to go back to our room. What is it? To go and study because we need to get a good grade on this test. And Akari's like, well, I can't. I got this guy asked me to go do karaoke with him, and Jirou's like, no, I'm not letting you go. Now she thinks like, oh, and that's when it gets to the whole jealousy point there, because she thinks that, oh, he's doing this for Sakurazaka and everything. But in reality, we know that Jirou is doing this because he actually cares for Akari and he wants her to get a good grade. Like, that's something good. But the thing is, you kind of get a misunderstanding here, because in this whole scene while they're studying, Akari is trying to make some moves on him, and she's trying to get him flustered and trying to get him to pay attention only to her, because again, she's jealous of the fact that to her, she thinks that, oh, he only has eyes for Shiori. He doesn't have eyes for me. So she like pretty much does, I would say, kind of lures him in to try to do something sexual with her. Like, she's leaning up all on him. Like, at the first thing, she's like, you know what? Actually, study's kind of boring. You want to do something else, Jirou? And she starts leaning up on him, freaking, smashing her boobs right in his freaking chest and hugging all over him. And my guy's just like, must control myself because he wants to be respectful to Akari. And that's where the misunderstanding is. He's trying to hold that all in. He's trying to resist his manly urges. And again, if it's me, that's pretty hard to freaking resist if a girl's gonna be all over me like that. But I'd probably be like Jirou. I'd probably try to resist the best I can. But she thinks like, oh, he's just doing this because he likes Shiori and he's trying to resist my charms and everything. And she's doing everything in her power, but gets to the point where he falls on top of her. And it looks like a moment where, she's like, okay, I was just joking. I was just joking with you. I didn't mean it like that and everything. And she's like, I was only doing this because, well, she ends up telling them at the end of the episode. Man, Jirou, he just gives this look at her, and I'm like, oh shit, is he going in for a freaking kiss, bro? And it looks like he is going to, but then Akari's like, wait, Jirou, your nose bleeding, and he starts nose bleeding. She makes a laugh out of it, of the fact, like, I can't believe We'd have a nosebleed in that moment. But props to Jirou because he held it in best he could. But if it wasn't for that nosebleed, he might have actually went all the way with Akari right then and there. And we've gotten not many scenes, but in the 5 episodes, we've gotten moments where they've been close. They've done this whole on top of each other type of scene right then and there, where they're this close to like absolutely like I guess banging each other. But no, I don't know if that happens in manga where they have that one night and boom, boom, boom. Now I wouldn't imagine that to happen, but it's like honestly, you might as well. It's so weird. Just have that kiss moment. Have that kiss moment. Like maybe not go that far, but maybe make out a bit. I'm just saying. But whatever. Yeah, it's the whole thing. You know, she's like, oh, I only did that because you seem to pay attention to Shiori and you don't really pay attention to me. And Jiro's like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, the reason why I asked you to study is because I want you to get a good grade on you because I care about you. Pretty much insinuating that he cares that about Akari and that he wants her to do good in school too. And pretty much Akari at the end of the episode is wondering like, well, what if we do switch partners? That means if we switch partners and I won't be able to have the same scent of Jirou, I won't be able to just go back to the room and just say, oh, hi, Jirou, yada, yada. There won't be like, no more welcome home, Jirou, or hi, Jirou, I'm home and everything. So, you know, it's kind of the thing where Akari is just like, she's now in the phase where she's like falling for Jirou and now she doesn't want him to go. She doesn't want to switch partners with him. And everything. So it's gonna be interesting. I feel like it's gonna have to be where Akari says, you know, screw frickin' Tenjin. I don't want to be with Tenjin. I want to be with you, Jirou. I want to be your married couple partner. I want to be your wife. I guess you can say that type of confession. And maybe we might get that at the end of this season, where I guess the last episode. That's when she says that, and Jirou was like, "All right, fine, then we'll stay together." So yeah, but another solid episode of More Than a Married Couple. Can't wait for more. So yeah, but anyways, guys, catch you guys in the next video. If you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on More Than a Married Couple. I'm going to go drink some water to rest my voice because I have a cough. But anyways, guys, hit that subscribe button when I get more Camp 15 content on the channel or any other anime content I upload to the channel. Till then, guys, stay safe out there and have a wonderful rest of your day or night. Till then, guys, peace.